Are you ready for some good news? When you think God's punishing you, He might be serving you. Today's scripture is from the familiar story of Jonah. Jonah chapter 1, verse 17. And the Lord appointed a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. Well, God wanted His servant to prophesy to the Ninevites. But Jonah was fearful that God would actually bless the enemy nation. And so the rebellious prophet sailed as far away as he could possibly imagine. And Jonah grew really depressed to the point of suicide, and he urged the pagan sailors aboard to throw him into the ocean. That's depression speaking. He was ready to die. But a great fish famously swallowed up Jonah, serving as a 3-day tomb before that whale spewed him onto dry land. I always assumed that the long weekend in whale guts was a punishment for the stubborn prophet. But you know, I was wrong. When our son Bennett was little, he loved play acting Jonah and the big fish. Well, one evening, our role play of the biblical story turned quite enlightening for me. Bennett was 3 years old. We were sitting on the couch. So first I play acted the great storm. And I took little Jonah and threw him out onto the pillows on the den floor. And oh, the waves and the wind were furious. And the poor little prophet's down there squirming wildly amongst the pillows, and the waves, with all of his might. And then I became the all-important great fish. And I put my arms out and started a giant jaws motion, declaring, "Here comes the great big whale to eat up Jonah. Here comes the great big whale to gobble up the little prophet." When all of a sudden, Bennett interrupted me and said, "No, Dad." And I repeated, "No, yes, here he comes, the big whale to eat you up." And he said, "No, Dad, the whale doesn't eat Jonah, he saves him." I thought, really? And so I went back to the text and realized, yes, that's what the text says. God appointed the great fish. God didn't come to gobble up Jonah like eating him. He came to save Jonah because Jonah was sinking down. He wanted to restore Jonah, not kill him. God wasn't punishing the prophet. He was serving him. He wasn't taking something from his preacher. He was giving him a gift. If you were to flee to Tarshish, God would swim after you and swallow you, if need be, in order to put you back on the right track. Sometimes the things that you think are going to kill you actually save you. That's the gospel. Well, that's today's daily devotional, and I hope you'll click more, like it, and better yet, subscribe to this channel and get them all. And I hope that you have sorry to say it, but a whale of a day.